For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Today we have Sabah Karim Khan ma'am with us, the author of Skyfall. Thank you so much ma'am for coming on our show. We are grateful कि आप हमारे शो पर आए.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Honestly, I'm so glad and so privileged कि आपने मुझे बुलाया. मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है to be here with you today.
Okay, so ma'am, before we get into the podcast and और सारी बातें हों आपके लाइफ के बारे में, आपके बुक्स के बारे में, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
जी ज़रूर why not? Well, you know, I'm an author, I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I'm an educator. So I basically work at New York University's campus in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. And I think काफ़ी labels लोग लगाना चाहते हैं, you know, एक दूसरे पे. And the one label that I think I embrace is that of storyteller. उसमें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें subsume हो जाती हैं, whether that's documentaries, whether that's novels, whether that's, you know, the job I do at NYU. So I think in short, I'm a storyteller and I'm from Pakistan.
सो मैम जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि हर बुक की अपनी एक जर्नी होती है, बट उस बुक तक पहुंचने की भी ऑथर्स की अपनी एक जर्नी होती है. सो वुड यू प्लीज शेयर विद अस आपने कैसे सोचा राइटिंग के बारे में और कैसी रही आपकी जर्नी यहाँ तक?
जी ज़रूर. Well, you know, Gaurav, I grew up in Karachi in Pakistan, like I was saying. और घर का माहौल कुछ ऐसा था कि my father was a professor of English literature. वो पढ़ाते थे यूनिवर्सिटी में.
Okay.
And it was a home that was kind of filled with handwritten letters, किताबें, ग़ज़लें और बहुत सारे ख्वाब. I think that's the kind of environment I grew up in. और मज़े की बात ये थी that I think मेरे घर के माहौल में a lot would be traded materially just to have an intellectual environment and, you know, a spiritually uplifting environment. तो मेरे हिसाब से हम कहीं जाकर we were misfits, क्योंकि आजकल की दुनिया में material gains are what people consider as the route to happiness. And I think in our case we were kind of the exception rather than the rule, you know. And so that's the environment I grew up in. अब्बू हमेशा हमसे बात करते थे कि वो 3 किताबें मुख्तलिफ किताबें लिखने का सोचते थे. And kahin, I think, Gaurav, his dreams got bound with mine, you know. And as I grew up, I realized that storytelling is such a powerful medium. And it's something that I wanted to pursue. And I think eventually that's how Skyfall happened. You know, I've been writing for a while now, but I realized लोगों तक पहुंचने का, उनकी जिंदगियों को छूने का यही एक तरीका है. And I found it to be very compelling.
Definitely. So, ma'am, as you all know, that book is released. So, can you please give us some insights, जिन लोगों ने अभी तक नहीं पढ़ी है, वो क्या expect कर सकते हैं उस book से?
जी ज़रूर, of course. Well, I think, you know, the book is of a girl who is from Lahore in Pakistan, and she's from the red light area in Lahore, जो हीरा मंडी कहलाता है in the old city of Lahore. And I think, you know, without giving too much away, Gaurav, जिन चीज़ों ने मुझे, you know, मुतासिर किया to write, the things that really stirred me over time, I think was this desire to present Pakistan in a way that we don't usually see it. India से फिर भी हमें, you know, there are voices, people write about it, authors हैं, filmmakers हैं, all of that. लेकिन मुझे लगता है पाकिस्तान को उस तरह की global, especially level पर और stage पर, we don't get that kind of representation. And I thought about it a lot and I said, can I use Skyfall to really show Pakistan in a fresh light? And then most importantly, जो पाकिस्तान की औरतें हैं, क्योंकि हम typically imagine करते हैं कि ये औरतों, you know, they're stuck in these boxes. And we see them, या तो वो oppressed होती हैं, you know, with that tight headscarf kind of impression, कि उनके पास बिल्कुल कोई freedom नहीं है, या फिर हम दिखाते हैं कि they are very fast, they are very vile. बीच की कोई म्याना रवि नहीं है. So I think with Skyfall, I wanted to just rip open these boxes. And I wanted to say, पाकिस्तान की असली औरतें किस तरह की हैं, जो इतनी अवाम है, what are they like? you know, and to show that we don't need to follow a Western mold for being empowered या to be a strong woman. हमारे दिमाग में वरना अक्सर वो typical एक West का mold रहता है. तो I think एक तो वो चीज़, you know, for people who haven't read the book, that's one main strain of the book. दूसरी चीज़ Gaurav, which I think is very front and center in Skyfall, is this idea of the India-Pakistan equation. क्योंकि हम टिपिकली, एंड एज अ गर्ल ग्रोइंग अप इन पाकिस्तान, आप हमेशा आपको कहा जाता था कि बॉर्डर पे क्या हो रहा है, यू नो, इट वाज लाइक अ टिंडर बॉक्स दैट वाज वेटिंग टू एक्सप्लोर. आई एम श्योर इंडिया साइड से आपको भी, यू नो, यू ग्रो अप विद दोस सॉर्ट्स ऑफ स्टोरीज. एंड फिर, you know, as time passed, for a while I saw कि ठीक है, you know, friendships were different from politics, और मेरे खुद बहुत दोस्त हैं from India. लेकिन in more recent times, with the kind of escalation of love jihad, with whatever happened in Kashmir, I realized कि even really close friendships were kind of becoming, you know, they were spilling over into animosity. तो मुझे कहीं ये ख्याल आया कि can I tell this really tender story of two human beings, छोड़े politics, छोड़े borders for a minute, to just say कि can we imagine love in a time of hate? I think that's the big idea behind Skyfall, कि अगर एक इंसान इंडिया से हो और दूसरा इंसान पाकिस्तान से हो, can they fall in love without having to think about class, religion, borders, gender, caste? Can I not fall in love without having to show proof of my love in a handbasket? I think that was the other big thing that I wanted to show India, Pakistan in a fresh light.
Okay. So, like ma'am, we know that आपकी एक documentary film भी है Amazon Prime पे, it's Concrete Dreams, Some Roads Lead Home, right?
जी.
So, can you share details about that? Like, उसमें हम क्या expect कर सकते हैं as you told about your book?
जी, of course, जरूर. Well, Concrete Dreams was my first outing with documentary filmmaking. Again, जैसे मैं आपको कह रही थी, storytelling से मेरा बहुत लगाव है. And I think that's basically, Gaurav, a story of two young boys जो कराची की सड़कों पे उन्होंने वक्त गुजारा, वहाँ अपने बचपन के काफ़ी साल गुजारे, मुख्तलिफ वजूहात की, you know, for different reasons they actually left their home. और फिर, you know, it talks about the kind of cruelty that you face on the streets, be that in terms of sexual harassment, in terms of drugs, in terms of crime, in terms of gangs, in terms of just not knowing where your next meal is coming from. And लेकिन मेरे जहन में जो इस डॉक्यूमेंट्री की इंस्पिरेशन थी, वो कुछ इस तरह की थी कि ठीक है, पाकिस्तान में आज 1.5 million children are on the streets. That's part of the story. लेकिन somewhere can we also show a story of hope? क्योंकि हम जब भी पाकिस्तान का सोचते हैं, we think about guns, crime, terrorism, you know, ये सारी भूख, ये सारी चीजें होती हैं. And I think I wanted to really say, ये दो लड़के, they eventually trained in football, और इन्होंने स्पोर्ट्स को एक ऐसा जरिया बनाया that they found their way to Rio. They represented Pakistan at the Street Child World Cup in Brazil, and they ended up winning bronze for the country. So I think I wanted to show that, you know, I don't want to downsize the problems, but at the end of the day, things like sports and art can really become a medium for change. And to me, their story is very much about moving from darkness to light and from despair to hope. So that's what the film is about.
Okay. So my next question to is like, आपने अपने बुक्स के बारे में बताया अभी कि स्काईफॉल से हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. So do you want to experiment a bit about like किसी और जॉनरा में बुक लिखने का, या कोई और अभी आप बुक अभी लिख रहे हैं इन द प्रोसेस है, या क्या आपका भी प्लान्स है?
Gee, well, you know, I think, Gaurav, I've got two things that I'm currently thinking about. Ek to, I was already working on this year post-production के phase में. It's a 4-part mini series. You know, it's a visual, obviously, series. And it's on Me Too. It's on Me Too in South Asia. So it's based on interviews with young college-going students who come from India, Pakistan, Nepal, these 3 countries. Because Me Too ki, again, hum jab bhi baat karte hain, we think about it often mostly in an American, in a Western kind of context. और मेरे जहन में जो चीज़ थी वो ये थी कि हम अपनी आवाज़ किस तरह से reclaim करें और किस तरह से उठाएं, whether it's India, whether it's whichever country in South Asia. And so it's based on these conversations with these girls who talk about their experiences of sexual harassment. And again, वो वाली चीज़ है कि they went through it, but they've come out on the other side to tell their story. So I think that is, the big project that I'm working on right now. It's in post-production phase, and I hope that, it comes out later this year. And then in terms of books, I'm still considering a few ideas, so I think it's still early to say. But yeah, I think the series is really important right now for me.
Okay. And मैम, do you believe in personal branding? Like जैसे बहुत सारे authors आजकल ऐसा कर रहे हैं कि they want their name to be very specific, कि अगर ये author है तो इनकी book इस टाइप की होगी. So have you any plans for that? Like लोगों का क्या impact हो आपके नाम को लेके, या अगर वो कहीं भी आपके in future books देखें तो उनके माइंड में एक certain image हो कि नहीं, अगर सबा करीम खान की अगर book है तो उस book में ये चीज़ें मुझे feel होंगी या इस टाइप की book होगी. So are you working on that personal branding?
जी, आई थिंक ये बड़ा अच्छा सवाल है एक्चुअली, गौरव, एंड इट टेक्स मी बैक टू माय कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ जब मैं सिटी बैंक में काम करती थी, बिकॉज आई टिपिकली टेंड टू थिंक ऑफ द आइडिया ऑफ अ ब्रांड एज समथिंग स्ट्रेटेजिक, लाइक यूर सेइंग, आप सोच के करें, थोड़ा सा डिलिबरेट तरीके से करें, एंड आई थिंक इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट एज वेल. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि उस दैट्स नॉट एन इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, लेकिन आई थिंक मेरी पर्सनल लाइफ या मेरी जो स्टोरी टेलर की आइडेंटिटी है, that is wired at a more personal and a more humane and a kind of more empathetic level. And so agar main brand ka, the closest I can probably say to a brand motto or kind of a brand story would be ki, well, I'm a storyteller. I want to tell stories that are both soothing, to aapko they feel meditative, they feel healing. Because मुझे लगता है, गौरव, for me to tell a story without hope will be difficult. So I think that's close to my storyteller brand. But then also on the other hand, I want to tell stories that make us angry, that make us seethe. जैसे आप एक social autopsy कर रहे हो. So I think in terms of a brand, if I had one, I would say that it's to tell stories that hold up a mirror to society. And that doesn't mean they always have to be dark. That doesn't mean they have to be stuffed in a genre, because I've only just started out. हो सकता है कुछ साल बाद I want to experiment with something completely of a different genre. लेकिन मुझे लगता है stories that are like rhapsodies, that are like songs and stories that will otherwise not get heard. उस तरह की stories तो हम हमेशा सुनते हैं, but it's stories that are from the margins. वो कौन सी कहानियां हैं जिनको who don't get a seat at the table. I think those are the stories that I really want to tell as my brand.
Okay. So ma'am, my next question to you is from the writing industry. As we all know ma'am कि अगर on an average अगर आप इसके अगर कह सकते हैं इसे कि अगर आप एक सर्वे के अकॉर्डिंग भी देखें या आप किसी अगर जर्नल ऑथर से भी अगर बात करें, तो सबका यही मानना है कि लॉकडाउन के टाइम में नंबर ऑफ ऑथर्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो गए हैं, राइट? और इट्स अ रीज़न बिकॉज आजकल पब्लिशिंग उतनी ज़्यादा ट्रेडिशनल रही भी नहीं है. इट्स काइंड ऑफ सेल्फ पब्लिशिंग अवेलेबल है, या बहुत सारी चीज़ें बहुत मॉल्ड हो चुकी हैं, बहुत ईजी हो गया है.
बिल्कुल.
सो डू यू फील कॉम्पिटिटिव लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हेन इट कम्स टू लाइक बुक रिलीजिंग, या फिर सही ऑडियंस तक पहुंचना, आपकी बुक का अच्छा परफॉर्म करना? सो डू यू फील कॉम्पिटिटिव इन दैट सेंस?
Well, I'll be honest with you, Gaurav. I think as human beings, because we're like social animals, I do believe that we operate with these reference points. आप देख रहे होते हो, if anything, social media ने उस चीज़ को और भी amplify कर दिया है. So I think being competitive is part of the human fabric. लेकिन मुझे जो एहसास हुआ है over the last few years, and especially with Skyfall as well, कि if you start getting consumed by the competition, it can turn into envy. And I think that's very dangerous and toxic ground, where आप सिर्फ ट्रैक कर रहे हो, उसको क्या रिव्यू मिला, उसको क्या अवार्ड मिला, इसको क्या मिला, उसको क्या मिला, And I think it's important to stop yourself there and say कि what is the prize? आप पहले अपने लिए prize तो define कर लें, if there is a prize या whatever you want to call it. Is it what everybody else is doing, or is it what I really wanted to do, what I call my song? क्योंकि अगर मैंने Skyfall लिखी है because I think it's my song, then I should be able to write it, चाहे मैं self publish करूँ, चाहे Bloomsbury publish करे. So I think I'm kind of trying to reach that point, or and I think fortunately there is a small author community that also gives you that support to say, can we become comfortable in our own skin and say the pie is big enough to be shared? तो ऐसी बात नहीं है कि अगर किसी और ने किताब लिख ली तो मेरे लिए कोई उसका शेयर बचेगा नहीं. But I think more broadly, Gaurav, the market for fiction is tough. especially अगर आपके पास कोई access now to an inner circle, कोई MFA now, Pakistan में it's particularly difficult because the literary landscape is next to nil. बहुत, it's very dismal to be honest. ना agents हैं, publishers बहुत कम हैं. लेकिन like you said, I think that technology is making the space more democratic. मेरे जो इस पे राय है, it's like if you really want to tell a story and you work on it, then at the end of the day you will find the means to put it out into the universe, whether it's an audio book, whether it's an e-book, whether it's self-publishing, whether it's traditional publishing. But बात उधर आके खत्म हो जाती है that I think वही वाली चीज, content is king. And so it doesn't matter in the end whether you put it out yourself or someone else published it for you, but if you have a story that readers get drawn to, it will eventually see the light of day. But yes, competition has become very stiff. आपको एहसास होता है publish करना तो एक चीज है, उसके बाद the main work begins to market it and put it out there and make it stand out from the crowd.
Definitely, ma'am. And ma'am, one more thing related to this, like the number of readers are getting less day by day. जितने हमारे पास पढ़ने के तरीके बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, जैसे लेट्स से किंडल फोन में हुआ या फिर PDF या जितने भी सारे, अगर कोई बुक पढ़ना चाहे तो इलीगल वेज फ्रॉम डाउनलोडिंग हियर एंड देयर, सारे तरीके बढ़ते जा रहे हैं मैम, बट रीडर्स की जो क्वांटिटी है वो काफ़ी कम होती जा रही है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू व्हाट आर द मेजर्स वी कैन टेक, या फिर कोई भी ऑथर ले सकता है टू अट्रैक्ट रीडर्स या टू इंक्रीज द नंबर की लोग पढ़ने की तरफ ज़्यादा इंक्लाइंड हो?
जी मुझे लगता है it's also just the way the world and society is moving, Gaurav, because everything's become visual. तो we want a shortcut. आपका attention span ही नहीं है उतना कि आप there's so much clutter on your news feed and you're quickly scrolling, तो एक 300 पेज की किताब कौन पढ़ेगा? But that said, I'll tell you that मुझे जो लगता है that it's a question of measuring what success is for you. So is success selling 1 million copies? और इज इट द फैक्ट कि अगर मेरी किताब कम लोग भी पढ़ें लेकिन दे आर इमर्स्ड इन इट एंड द बुक कनेक्ट्स विद देम. किताब की तो मुझे खासियत ही यही लगती है कि इफ समवन टेक्स द टाइम टू रियली immerse in that whole world of so many pages, that means that they are really invested in it. And so I don't know if the goalpost should be to try and increase the number of readers blindly, or to say that even if it's fewer people, they're able to break through that clutter and somewhere you are touching their lives. I think that for me is much more important. Skyfall के साथ मुझे तो हैरानगी हुई है. मुझे लग रहा था पाकिस्तान में स्पेशली कौन पढ़ता है, कोई भी नहीं पढ़ता. लेकिन you realize that there are, ठीक है, as you said, वो market limited है, but the people who are there, they are 100% loyal. And I think again it becomes a case of quality versus quantity, if that makes sense.
Definitely. So like, do you have any writing schedule, ma'am, or it's just like a random कि आप कभी भी अगर thought आया तो आपने उसे लिख लिया, या फिर do you just allot some specific time in a days कि मुझे इतने से इतने बजे तक लिखना ही है बैठ के daily?
Well, before Skyfall, it was obviously shorter pieces. आपने किसी magazine के लिए लिख लिया, कोई short story लिख ली. But I think especially with a novel, you realize, चाहे आप रात के बीच में लिख रहे हो या दिन में लिख रहे हो, the time of day or night doesn't matter, whatever works for you. लेकिन मुझे एक चीज का एहसास हुआ है that consistency or some kind of schedule or regularity is absolutely key. Because without that, to be able to reach a finished product of a book, I think is difficult. तो जरूर आपके पास वो दिन होंगे when you're tackling writer's block, जब आपके पास you're not having ideas. So I think each writing day can be different from another. लेकिन it's important to continue. मेरे लिए I think it's very important कि मैं कुछ ना कुछ लिखती जाऊं every other week at least, if not every week, So it's this idea कि can I finish my novel even if I give it like 20 minutes a day. So I think like most things, writing really benefits from consistency. And so I can't really say कि वो schedule कितने बजे होगा, कब होगा, लेकिन it is important for me to keep going.
Okay, and like many people or many authors talk about the writer block thing, जैसे कि भी आपने भी बताया. So how do you tackle that? और या फिर अगर आप किसी को advice देना चाहें who is going through these phases, so what would be that?
Yeah, I think there's two things, Gaurav. एक ये है कि मैं क्या करती हूँ that it sounds a bit silly, लेकिन way before Skyfall even started, और अभी भी मैं ये करती हूँ. I don't know when the next book will be, if it will be, whatever, कुछ भी नहीं पता है. लेकिन जब भी मैं कहीं, you know, when I'm in an interaction or I'm even like say going somewhere, it could be like you could be on a train, you could be wherever, it doesn't matter. I tend to take little notes, चाहे वो फोन के नोट्स में उसमें हो, लेकिन आप किसी कॉन्वर्सेशन ओवर हियर करते हैं, आपको एक डायलॉग मजे का लगता है, आप देखते हैं, you know, you just see, like I don't know, it could be silly little things कि आप एक दीवार पे देख रहे हो, अच्छा there's like a crow sharing a railing with like a grocery basket, it doesn't matter what it is, लेकिन बाद में वो चीजें बहुत काम आती हैं, especially when you're facing writer's block, to say I can't come up with this dialogue, या मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा what to do with this story. So I definitely feel like practically note taking is very useful for me. The other thing that I find very, very practically, you know, kind of it's always useful is to connect with nature. मुझे लगता है that when I'm outdoors, when I'm kind of, you know, in a very natural environment, just often this happens when you'll be on holiday somewhere, you know, you're kind of, it's a detox for you mentally. And I feel that connection with nature, wherever it might be, is a very powerful tool to kind of start reigniting your creative juices and to spur you on to writing. So I think those two things.
Okay. So ma'am, like, do you have any plans for upcoming 5 years? Like, आपके mind में कोई ऐसा milestone है कि नहीं, मुझे in terms of writing I'm talking about, कि मुझे 5 साल बाद यहाँ पे रहना, या फिर मैंने अपने लिए ये चीज़ सोची हुई है. So any plans like that?
Well, you know, I guess that question is always difficult. It makes me jittery because, of course, there's a framework, a canvas of life, and then you keep filling that with color. You keep filling your stories with color. Lekin I think over the years, I've also realized us 5-year plan mein, there will also be shades of gray. And you have to start embracing that. And so I don't believe in connecting the dots completely, कि हर plot point आप predict कर सको, especially given the fact that we're in these uncertain times. But I think what I do know as far as storytelling goes is I want to keep experimenting. I want to keep honing my skills as a filmmaker, as a novelist. And I think the big plan is that I hope I can have a sustainable storytelling enterprise that can become a segue for Pakistan to get traction for the right reasons. जो मैं आपको शुरू में कह रही थी, Pakistan just doesn't have a stake in the game. It doesn't have enough skin in the game. And I feel like अगर stories और हमारी कहानियों के through आप, you know, you can take it at a level that is beyond yourself, वो चीज़ आपसे ज़्यादा बड़ी हो जाती है. That I think is my 5-year plan. लेकिन इसमें I will also want to say one more thing, Gaurav, which is that I have a personal 5-year plan as well, which is as important as my storyteller plan. We don't talk about it enough. But you know, I've got 2 very small daughters. They're 3 and 4. Okay. And so, you know, zindagi ki wo hustle mein, us kind of buzz mein, we often neglect talking about that as part of my plan. So I think for me to be able to raise them, to forge a bond with them, that they are wired as kind, good human beings. You know, as a parent, wo aapko typically hota hai, are they coming first? Are they getting admissions? You know, that helicoptering idea. Mere liye, that's very much a part of my plan. Ki can I back off a little bit from the rat race for my kids? मैं अपने बच्चों को एक accessory की तरह ना support करूं, but rather to say, try and, you know, give them values that eventually hopefully make them into kind and good human beings. I think that's part of my 5-year plan.
Okay, now that's something I'm really like what most of the people are lacking nowadays when it comes to their kids. They are just like, you know, just imposing their ideas to them and their dreams to them, which is, I don't think, which is 100% correct, 100%, or it's totally not correct at all. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, so ma'am, now coming to your personal life, like can you share with us like what was the happiest moment of your life?
Yeah, well, you know, I think Gaurav, there have been 2. वैसे तो काफी हैं, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से 2 जो बड़ा stand out करते हैं, वो ये, I think एक ये है that when I was working at Citibank, ये 2006 की बात है. I remember this distinct moment where I called up my father from the bank and I said, Abbu, मेरा Oxford University में admission हो गया है. And he responded, and बहुत उनका छोटा सा मुनासिब जवाब था, and he said, thank you beta, this was always a dream, let's celebrate जब तुम घर आती हो. And I really feel, especially when I look back at this, because Abbu के लिए Oxford Cambridge was a very big deal. And in retrospect, मुझे एहसास होता है that phone call was one of the happiest moments of my life, क्योंकि more than for me कि मुझे Oxford में admission मिल गया, I think just the happiness and what it meant for Abbu. I think it made me very, very happy. Or dusra moment, I guess, was when I found out I was becoming a mother for the first time. I remember my gynecologist told me on the phone, and I just kneeled down to the ground, sajde mein, because
Yeah.
I think it was this prospect of carrying a life within you. मुझे लगता है कि सबसे skeptical इंसान के लिए भी that's the clearest sign to believe. So I think that was the other really big moment.
Okay. And can you share with us like जो ऐसा कोई आपका लाइफ का मोमेंट जो कि आप याद ना करना चाहते हो, something like some bad moments or anything like that?
हाँ, again दो हैं गौरव, if I may
Yeah.
quickly tell you about both.
Yeah.
एक था that again जो मैंने आपको शुरू में कहा था ना, I shared a very special relationship with my father. Like he was a very important part of my childhood.
Yeah.
So I think 2008 में the day I lost him, and that too without any warning. I think it was 8:15 बजे he left the house, और 8:45 बजे we got a call कि he's collapsed, and we didn't really know. अब मेरे लिए I think that was a really tough moment, Gaurav, not just because of the passing away, वो तो एक चीज होती है, लेकिन till my brother and I went in the car to the hospital, हमें ये नहीं पता था. We were in this waiting in limbo kind of space कि वो जिंदा है कि नहीं. We didn't know, and I think that uncertainty is really gut-wrenching. फिर आप hospital पहुंचते हो, some doctor hands you his glasses and his car keys. उनके लिए तो it's an everyday affair, it's so mechanical. लेकिन I think for me, Gaurav, that moment was so surreal. It was just like ये लग रहा था किसी और के साथ हो रहा है. It felt like it's out of a film or something. And I think handling that was a very tough situation, because grief is such a strange thing. आपको लगता है आप रो लोगे, you'll just take it all out. But I couldn't cry for weeks, and I think that killed me. It just the way I reacted to it. So I think that was one of the hardest moments. And the other one was when I was married. I was recently married. 1 साल भी नहीं हुआ था, कराची में मैं थी, and my husband got kidnapped. And I was waiting at home for him, Gaurav. उन्होंने मुझे फोन किया. He said बस मैं 10 मिनट में पहुंच रहा हूँ. हम एक अनवर मकसूद के प्ले देखने जा रहे थे उस शाम. वो 10 मिनट क्या, they turned into hours on end. I had no family in Karachi at the time. My family was in Singapore. And the next I saw him was after several hours. His face was partially bruised. And I think वो मेरी जिंदगी का it was one of the most harrowing days, and I was on sleeping pills for so long after that, and it just still gives me goosebumps when I think about it. So I think those are two occasions I don't want to necessarily, I don't mind recalling them. I think it's important to process them, but they were very difficult stages.
Really sorry, ma'am, for asking all those things and reminding you again.
Nahin, not at all. It's important. I'm glad you asked.
Okay, so ma'am, my next question to you is like, what's your current mental state now? Like, what are the things which you want to focus as of now in terms of your, writing career, in terms of your personal life?
Yeah, well, I think my mental state it's exhilarated and it's exhausted, because the book is out. It's obviously, I'm very glad and grateful. And I think, but also जो आप पहले सवाल पूछ रहे थे ना कि what's the competition like? Even beyond competition, मुझे as a debut author आपको एहसास नहीं होता कि इतना काम रहता है even once the book is out, because that's just half the job done. So I think that's the reason why I'm a little bit exhausted, and I'd like to pause and just reflect on this experience a little bit later. But उसके ऊपर the pandemic has obviously taken its toll, especially on working mothers. But I think right now I'm in this state where I feel very unchained. मुझे लगता है कि किसी ने मुझे वो जंजीरें तोड़ दी हैं, Gaurav, and that as a Pakistani girl feels very freeing. It's very liberating, and that's something I want to take to my next projects, and to say, can I take that sense of freedom and apply it to my storytelling, irrespective. आपको पता है India, Pakistan जैसे मुल्कों में there's always fear of backlash as well. Lekin I think in terms of next storytelling enterprises, I really want to have that comfort in my skin to say it doesn't matter what the reaction is. I don't want to crave that validation of people, but I just want to tell stories that really feel authentic and liberating in a sense.
Okay, so ma'am, my last question to you is like, can you give some advices to the new authors who are about to publish their book or who are about to start writing? And one more piece of advice for everyone who is who is not a writer, who is listening to this podcast. just like me, you can give advice to me as well. So please.
I would love to get advice from you as well, Gaurav. You do all these wonderful podcasts, but um, I'll tell you. I think broadly the biggest piece of advice जो मेरे लिए भी एक learning curve है और था, वो ये था कि जब like you asked me at the beginning, like how did Skyfall even happen? And this advice is, it doesn't matter whether you're a writer, whether you're absolutely anything else, आपके कुछ भी. और मैं कोई about 4 साल पहले मैं NYU जहाँ मैं where I work वहाँ I was sitting in a class. हमने एक headmaster को बुलाया हुआ था. He was the headmaster of a school in England. And he quoted something, Gaurav, that I think is the best piece of advice anybody ever gave me, and I want to pass it on to all your listeners. He was quoting Sir Henry David Thoreau, और कुछ इस तरह का exact ये quote नहीं था, but इसका जो essence था वो ऐसा था कि most men and women lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them. He said, 5 मिनट लें और अपना song सोचें. What is your song? हमारी पूरी जिंदगी निकल जाती है thinking about our resumes, thinking about selling ourselves on the marketplace, social media पे कैसे followers करें. It's all important. I do it too. लेकिन this man made me realize आप अपनी eulogy के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं. When you're going to be on your deathbed, what are the ghosts and the dreams that will haunt you? What is your song? So I think my biggest advice is kick goodbye to quiet desperation. ठीक है, हमेशा रहेगी, the pressure of bills, of children, of jobs, of, finances, etc. लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं unearth that calling within you, because I think it's so important and it's really the key to unlocking happiness. So I think broadly for everybody, that's my advice. But on a more practical level for writers, I would say that, think about why you're doing this. लोग अक्सर ये करते हैं कि we want to call ourselves an author. हमारी किताब bookshelf पे हो. That's not reason enough. I guess I was doing that too, but eventually you realize 300 पेज लिखने के लिए the motivation has to be कि ये चीज आपका song है. And so, kind of once you realize that, then, begin the writing process and ask for help. I think enough of us don't ask for help, whether it's about agents, whether it's about publishing. Social media has brought the world closer. There are ways of मैं जब Skyfall जब publish हो रही थी, मैंने अमेरिका में बैठे writers को लिखा कि can you blurb my book? Yeah. So there's a way of using Twitter and these things intelligently. And I think so that would be the more practical advice. But way before that, just to unearth your song. I think that is so important. It's non-negotiable.
Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the episode. And if you do, then do follow our podcast, Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book, Skyfall. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming on our show. We are highly grateful कि आप हमारे show पर आए.
बहुत शुक्रिया गौरव. This was really a matter of honor for me. और मुझे बहुत खुशी है that you invited me. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you so much, ma'am.